Today's Wednesday, November 15th, 2017.
You're tuned in to the Elevator Radio Show, a weekly program dedicated to covering news and information on elevators, escalators, and moving walkways. Produced in the wee hours of the morning, a new show is uploaded every Wednesday, sometimes even before you get out of bed. Listen to some of the comments sent in from our audience.
Rob from New York writes, Tom, are you f***ing insane? You actually get up at 2 a.m. each Wednesday to put this show out? Man, you must love elevators. Tim from Illinois writes, I'm not sure why I listened, but ever since I tuned into the first show back in 2007, I've been addicted. Matt in Texas writes, I like your safety messages, Tom. It's important to remember them each and every day. And he also adds,
when am I going to win the monthly prize pack giveaway?
Ron from California sent this in. Despite your inability to pronounce words in the English language, I tune in each week and am glad that you offer this service to the industry. It's better than Google News alerts. Sarah from Washington writes, love the show, Tom, and look forward to it each week. I'm glad I signed up for the newsletter. You provide a valuable resource for the industry, not only for North America, but worldwide.
Enjoy the show. And now, here's your sleep-deprived host, Tom Seibert.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. It is good to be here. Yes. But I am tired. Yes, I am tired. Woo! Yeah, anyway, it is good to be here this Wednesday morning where, I woke up this morning, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, ready to go. Finally getting over my cold or whatever plague I seem to have picked up, which is good. And we are officially almost a week and a day, I guess, away from my favorite holiday, Thanksgiving. Yeah. Now, if you've been listening to the program for a long time, however many years it's been, 10, 11, I don't know, you will recall some of the first shows that I did. I would interview my kids and have them tell me how long it took to cook a turkey. And I'll see if I can find some of that, some of those segments, because they were awesome. I love finding the old stuff. I found a whole bunch of videos of my kids and me and my wife on my computer here at work, because somehow my old Crackberry phone linked up with it back from like 2009. It doesn't seem like it was that long ago, but there's pretty bad footage. And I think Thanksgiving is probably the best time for you and your family to pull out the old videos, the old VHSs, the old whatever. Just reminisce a little bit, and sometimes watching and looking at old photo albums really helps you appreciate what you have today, no matter how hard life might be or what kind of issues you might be facing. So pull out the old albums, pull out the old, VHSs and the videos, and do a little reminiscing. Do that for me, do that for yourself, and hopefully it puts into light, what we all have to be thankful for. I will have a show next week, so but I am planning on leaving the following morning really early, like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, to join my family up in Wisconsin. Quinn and I are hanging back while the rest of them head up there. Looking forward to it. Have some wood to chop, have some turkeys to make, and my son is coming in from Montana from his first year at school, so it's awesome. Cannot wait to see him. So yeah, just good stuff. And not to say life is easy or life is filled with cherries and sunshine or whatever the expression is, but the reality is that we all have to be appreciative and thankful for what we have, no matter what kind of issues that we are dealing with at the present time, which we all are. And that's it. That's my motivational speech for the day. But anyway, we got a short show for you today. Should have you out of here pretty quickly. So up next, the news that I found for this week's show. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully you share it with your friends, your colleagues, your coworkers, your acquaintances, your enemies, all that good stuff. And we'll have you out of here in no time.
Let this week's news stories give you a lift on what's happening in the vertical transportation arena. Each news segment is organically dug and fresh with news stories of the week. Got lift? If not, stay tuned.
Alrighty, the first news story of the show coming from AM New York. Coupons available. Talking about the MTA, Metropolitan Transit Authority subway elevators break down at alarming rate. Advocates say Now, advocates, when you talk about advocates, these advocates are those that are typically involved with accessibility standards and accessibility of cities and whatnot. But the reality is, I'm not sure quite how. I don't know if these numbers are true or not or whatever, but or the statements made in this article are true. But that's 3 of the top 15 elevators with the most outages this year are less than a year old, according to the agency's most recent data. An elevator installed at the Lexington Avenue's 63rd Street Station, part of the 2nd Avenue subway project, ranks 6th worst for availability across MTA's 247 elevators over the course of its year. There's really not a whole lot of information that shares with in this article that talks about why the elevators are broken down. But as I've said in the past, I've been involved with many transit authority projects. Unfortunately, I don't quite understand sometimes the rhyme or reason to what some of them do. And it is a little unfortunate, at least in my experience, to have seen quite a bit of money spent on certain how do I say this? Uncertain parts of the elevator project when they may not make a difference at the end of the day, and making sure that elevators are built to the highest standard in reliability, I'm sure is being done, but in some cases, new equipment have more safety devices than old equipment that would prevent or that would make elevators just stop if there was some type of safety issue. So anyway, you can read about that. I don't think a whole lot's going to happen with that, but article is in the link in the show notes, and I'm sure there's more to it than just what is being reported on here. You know, obviously, elevators that are used quite often are going to have a greater chance of breaking down just based on usage, and some of those numbers aren't being shared. And hopefully MTA comes back with some kind of documentation other than just the information that is shared through the accessibility group. Okay, Detroit Free Press has an article regarding an elevator that seems to have left its guide in the hoistway, leaning to one side and with somebody in. I haven't really read an article or an incident like this happening in the past, but everybody was okay. Thank goodness, and link is in the show notes. That is not a whole lot's going to be reported on that otherwise, but I'm sure it was scary for the person in the elevator. Next news article, I'm going to play this in its entirety. I think it's worth playing. I think you know what, I'm not going to play it because I am not sure if this is copywritten or not. Mashable's got an interview with elevator technician John Holzer talking about elevators in movies and what's fact and what's myth, and he does a pretty good job of it. I just there was one note that I wish he would have been able to share a little bit more about, and that was in regards to what to do if you're in an elevator and the safest place for you to be is in the elevator. But he does a pretty good job at technically explaining elevators and how certain scenes were fact, certain scenes were fiction, and it's kind of neat. He's got his own 4 Brewers blog, which it looks like is his passion. Beer is always good to me as well, but he does a pretty good job. So I'll let everybody watch that video in their own time, and it's from a elevator technician's perspective. Okay, next news article: fire discovered an elevator shaft, Baton Rouge. Apparently, Baton Rouge Fire Department responded to Raising Cane's River Center around 8:15 Sunday after a fire inside an elevator. Oh gosh, that was loud. Sorry about that. Let me get off this page. Okay, I'm off the page. Kind of scary. You wonder how often fires and shafts can occur, and hopefully it doesn't happen more often than not. But you just don't know. Next news article: StateCollege.com in Pennsylvania has an article. 3 men are facing felony and misdemeanor charges after police say they caused more than $5,000 in damage to a Penn State residence hall elevator. Yeah. Ooh, ouch. You know what? Just relax if you're in an elevator and it's not opening the doors or you're not getting to the floor, because, man, if you got cameras on you or whatever, hopefully these two individual or three individuals feel that banging the doors or breaking them down or damaging to the tune of $5,000 was worth it. Yeah, it's too bad. You never know where a camera is going to catch you, especially in today's age. Anyway, yeah, I have a feeling that alcohol may have been contributing factor to that, but I'm not quite sure. Okay, next news article. I know I told you that I was not going to post any more stupid videos from the Mirror UK.co because it's just a basically an ad generator thing of stupid videos. Well, this is one I think is interesting. I've never seen one before. I've never seen an escalator that just keeps running and stairs keeps piling up and stuff like that. So link is in the show notes if you want to watch it. I'm sorry for all the pop-ups and all the crap that they push towards you. Anyway. Okay, up in Michigan, two Seaway painting employees were stuck in a Mackinac Bridge tower around 8:30 p.m. at their work location below the bridge deck Thursday evening. The elevator gate became out of adjustment and stopped working. Mackinac Bridge Authority Secretary Bob Sweeney told the St. Ignace News. Ignace? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, it's if you've never seen the elevators in the Mackinac Bridge, they're pretty cool. They go up and down inside the columns. We actually have our equipment in there, but we don't have the gates, the fixtures. Probably made the gate switch too. I don't know, but I'm glad they were okay. And just kind of you wonder whether or not you wonder what the protocol is for. Well, and I guess somebody would definitely know. The painting contractors were in there, and it sounds like they were rescued relatively quickly. So anyway, okay, if you are in need of QEI educational credits, the NASA International Activities Calendar is linked up. They've got tons of educational opportunities going on there. So if you need them, they are there. And some important information there as well. December renewal now is open. And they also have other activities going on, code update seminars, stuff like that, QI webinars, QI courses. They are by far the best source for your continuing education credits for QEI. So they do a phenomenal job of trying to make this accessible to everybody. There's no excuse to anyone who says, I didn't get my QEI credits in time or didn't get a chance. Just get it done and be done with it. So, okay, no action after 4-year-old's accident. This GazetteLive.com news report. Apparently there was, I didn't really read this article. Let me click through all this stupid stuff. Bosses shut. Okay, H&M will face no action after 4-year-old's hand got trapped in an escalator. Bosses shut the Teesside Branch Park on Saturday after 4-year-old got fingers stuck in a freak accident. His quick-thinking brother Noah saved him by kicking the emergency stop. All right, yeah.
A lot of
okay, sorry about that. Anyway, I'm glad he's okay. Great job, little boy, his brother, for going up and stopping it. There's just cuts and bruises, but I'm not sure what action H&M would have faced under this. But yeah, so reality is don't put your fingers places they shouldn't be. I hate to be so matter of fact about it, but that's video loaded. I do not want. Jeez. But it's great. It's a great news article in terms of what his brother did to prevent further accident, further damage from occurring. Okay, Elevator U needs your help. If you are part of a university or college, they are looking for information or data regarding callbacks and the age of equipment to try to get a better understanding and idea of the repair costs associated with equipment that are certain ages. So all the download forms are there. So check it out. If you are, again, part of a college or university, please consider partaking in this study. Okay, click one too many back buttons, and I am right there. Okay, and then the last news article of the show, if you are in the Chicagoland area, the Chicago Elevator Association Holiday Party has been posted. So it's going to be held December 6, 2017, dinner at 6:30 p.m. Harry Carey's Italian Steakhouse and Bar in Lombard, Illinois. So, and then also the schedule for the next 3 meetings has been posted, so you can check out the CEA flyer online. And looking forward to seeing many of you there at that. That's kind of the kickoff. That first week in December is a kickoff to the end of the year, holiday parties, and then just trying to relax after New Year's and Christmas and Hanukkah and Kwanzaa and all that good stuff. So anyway, well, that's going to do it for this week's show, everybody. As always, I want to thank you for tuning in. And, I wanted to let you know that I got to thank 12 veterans on Saturday and also give them hugs, all of which were greatly appreciated. My favorite veteran that I hugged was my dad, and thank you, Dad. We spent Saturday night together and had dinner. Kids got to hear some stories of what it was like in Korea during the Korean conflict or war, if you want to call it. And it's good. It's good to share those stories. It's good to remember them. And I want to thank Dad. Dad, thank you for your service and for, again, bringing the allowing or giving me the freedoms that I have today, along with the millions of other veterans and those that have passed away. It's truly important to remember that not only our youth but everybody in the country. So we owe you that. So thank you. All right, we'll be back next Wednesday. Have a great rest of the week. Be safe out there, and talk to you later. Bye bye.